Hey guys, the following podcast is a Lady Gang Network and Podcast One production, which means it's going to be awesome.
Today's Lady Gang is brought to you by Helium 10. Imagine the freedom of being your own boss and running a business that best suits your lifestyle and schedule. What we're doing. Helium 10 wants to tell you how to embark on a smart career where you call the shots. The best way to work from home and to be your own boss is by becoming an Amazon seller. Amazon isn't just an online superstore. It's actually a marketplace that connects Amazon buyers and Amazon sellers. Anyone can become a seller thanks to Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, and with Helium 10 software. With FBA, Amazon handles the complicated and expensive parts of running a business, like receiving inventory, warehouse storage, shipping, and even customer returns. And over half the products sold on Amazon are by everyday normal folks just like you and me. Work from where you want and wherever you want. Take advantage of this incredible offer by Helium 10. Get 50% off your first month of Helium 10 Platinum when you go to helium10.com/lady. That's Helium, HELIUM10.com/lady. Don't wait to get 50% off your first month. Go to helium10.com/lady.
Whatever you're funny, Peacock's got it exclusively. Stream classic sitcoms like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and 2.5 Men. Plus, catch Peacock original comedies like AP Bio and Saved by the Bell. For all your exclusive comedy faves, go to peacocktv.com and get started.
I am so excited about today's sponsor, Olive & June. You can get 28% off your first Mani system with our code LADYGANG. Your new nail life is here. Get 20% off your first Mani system when you use promo code LADYGANG at oliveandjune.com. We're done with the expensive bad manis. This is the new us, okay?
Welcome to the Lady Gang. You're about to listen to our podcast, but there is so much more our community has to offer. Follow us at the Lady Gang, join our secret Facebook group, shop our clothing line, books, and find out when we're going to be in your city at theladygang.com. We're so excited you're here. Enjoy the show.
Well, what is this?
Welcome to the Lady Gang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The Lady Gang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse, Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight, and Kelty has prom hair.
I have hair. Is Mercury in retrograde? What's happening?
Can we not? We always start the conversations with Mercury in retrograde and technology sucks. We get it, okay? But let's not give it to our listeners. Let's give them positive vibes.
Positivity.
Okay, so yes, I did my rope curls last night, and I put them a little too tight, but I have extra like curly Sue hair today. It's going to fall. It's going to be greasy in like 2 seconds.
It's bouncy. I love it.
It's beautiful. It's bouncy. And I just can't believe that I have a bang that is like past my chin. Like that is never
Your bang is almost to like
you don't have a bang.
Your nipple.
I don't have a bang. It's like, and thank God, because my face... Never mind. I'm not going to be negative. You know what, Becca?
Wow.
You've inspired me.
Thank
I was
you.
going to say something mean about myself, and I stopped myself.
That's
so
just
nice.
I'm so gorgeous inside and out.
Okay.
not great. Be kind. Rewind.
That's all I
Be
have.
kind, rewind.
That's all I have. That's all.
Maybe that's what we're going to do now. That every time we're going to say something bad about ourselves,
We'll just stop.
be kind
And
and
then-
rewind.
Then
Rewind
say
your
something
brain.
nice.
Yeah. It's
I've been
beautiful.
seriously thinking about a boob job. Just letting you know.
Whoa.
Can I just say, listen, everybody can do whatever makes them happy. I don't care. But I actually am a fan of like a halfway through being a woman.
Like boob job?
Yeah, because we've gone this far in our lives with the same body, the same, like for the most part. I think there's something really exciting about like the second chapter being like, yeah, I'm going to be this new person. It's going to be rad.
Well, that's, like a mid-40s facelift. Like just might as well just lift everything up.
Have you seen Martha Stewart? Martha Stewart's new face is fucking incredible.
And she's like 80.
She looks insane. I'm like, it's all
better than me.
Obviously the vegetables, but I'm really interested. And Lady Gang listeners, if anyone has had this done, I would not get the implant. I would be very interested in like the fat implant.
Fat transfer.
Oh, I hear that doesn't work. I actually know someone who did it.
Really? Oh, they
Yeah.
look so nice and natural.
It doesn't last.
Oh, it doesn't last.
And also you wouldn't have anywhere to pull fat from. Like, no
this
offense.
is the thing. And it has to be your own fat, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
you
has to
can't
be
put
your own fat.
different person's fat in your body.
I think at this point, just get an implant. Let's not get fancy.
I know, but my mom had like some real sickness with the implants. I know that hers were like from 40 years ago. So
I think there's ways to do it.
Give it a
now.
whirl, Kelty.
Do some research.
a girl that I did the Vegas show with had a teardrop B cup breast implant in the that shape that's like heavy at the bottom, and it was like the best boob job I've ever seen in my life.
I know, those are nice.
I recently got this bathing suit from American Eagle, our sponsor, and it has like little frills and a little bit of padding in it, and it looks, when I look in the mirror, it looks like what I would look like if I had boobs, and I love her. She's beautiful.
Maybe you should do it, Kelty. Give yourself a birthday present next year.
What does Chris think? It would be like being with a whole new woman. It'd be so exciting.
I know. I think Chris is really into boobs and nipples, and I have those nipples that I can't feel anything. I've like put electrodes on them before, and I'm
That's so crazy to me.
I
That's
feel
so crazy.
My nipples either.
Mine are so sensitive, like insanely sensitive.
yeah, no, I feel nothing.
It's all the plucking of the nipple hairs. That's
I
really
guess so. It must be the pasty wearing when I used to put like duct tape on them and like glue shit,
ripping it off. Now you can't feel anything.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Anyway. Okay, well, hey.
I'm excited for you. Let us know. Keep us posted on this journey.
Yeah, I've seen so many bad boob jobs that I'm like, oh.
No, the teardrop thing. And I actually know an actress two actresses in Hollywood
many
who have that teardrop, that famous teardrop. And I know the doctor they use. So you could just go to him.
All right, we'll see.
I'm sure it's not cheap. Not cheap.
Nope.
All right, well, it's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
who would like to start.
I will go. My good week. Oh my God, I forgot about it for a second. So I have been writing a story for Lady Secrets. And for this story, I had to go back and listen to an older episode of The Lady Gang.
Oof.
At the episode with Oliver Hudson, one of my favorites, other than Nico Tortellini. It is like, I knew the episode was great because every time that we talk about Lady Gang and people ask us our favorite episodes, I'm like, Oliver Hudson, it was so great. He was so fun. We love a man because we like get along so well with like a straight man. We can really rag on them. You guys, we were like a hot mess. And this wasn't even that long ago. I think it was
we were giggly and he's like such a flirt.
I know. We're all just like giggling, yelling over each other. Like, I feel like we've matured as a podcast since then.
Maybe people liked that frantic energy.
Yeah.
It was frantic. I think we're still drinking every time that we podcasted.
Should we be fighting over a hot, unavailable man who's married again?
Yes.
Maybe it'll...
Sidebar, he's been doing episodes with his wife because like Kate Hudson is doing a movie and their normal sibling rivalry like podcast she's filling in, and they talk this and they go through the entire history of their relationship and how he was cheating on her the whole time that they were like newlyweds or the whole time they were engaged or one of those things.
Oh my God.
And it's like the most evolved conversation, and they're a very cool couple, and she's fucking rad. Like, of course she is. We could only imagine, but it's a very real conversation about like infidelity and marriage and maturing, and like it's so good. I highly recommend. She's great. I love her as much as I love him. Really.
I love that. He made a comment on the podcast. We were talking about day drinking or something like that. And one of us was like, yeah, does your wife drink? He's like, yeah, she's fucking dope. She's a party girl. Yeah. I'm like, yes, I love this. I love this for you guys.
Yep.
I'll have to go listen to it. Okay. So my bad week is, so I have had like some recent trips that I have gone on, and every single one of these trips that I've stayed at a hotel, the pillows in the hotel are too thick. They're too high. They're too fluffy. And it has ruined my entire sleep. Like I can't sleep at all because I can't sleep anyways. The pillow doesn't help it. So I have now become the person that I have to bring my own pillow on trips.
Oh my God.
And
I'm so dumb.
I'm going on a flight tomorrow, and I'm going to have to bring my little my squishy pillow from home on the plane. Like I'm 5 years old.
You're going to pack it. You know why?
You better pack that pillow.
There's nothing worse.
I know.
Listen, I was in a bathroom
dirty.
at
It's
airport
so dirty.
I know.
2 days ago. Airport bathroom, and there's a grown-ass woman with a fuzzy blanket, and I'm like, bitch,
I'm not bringing
that thing or learn to layer on an airplane.
I'm not bringing it for comfort for the flight. I'm bringing it for post-flight.
Then you need to pack it in your suitcase
or Amazon yourself a new pillow to every place you're going.
Yeah, it's like $10.
You cannot Jack, we forbid you to underarm a pillow at the airport.
I have it sitting next to my backpack right now.
It's going to get so gross.
Pack it. Why are you packing it?
Because I overpack as it is. Like every time I go on a trip is like the first time I've ever traveled.
If anybody sees Jack Vanek in the LAX airport with a pillow under her arm, shame the shit out of her.
I knew this was bad. Like I knew this would be a bad thing. I'm going to try to squish it into my backpack, but if not, I will just Amazon myself one. But I'm going 4 different places in like 2 weeks.
Then you need to take out a fucking crop top and put the pillow in. Or
I agree.
You need to do the fucking Joey from Friends and wear 18 layers of clothing just to get that pillow in your suitcase.
Yeah.
I demand it.
Okay, fine. I'll figure out a solution. You've shamed me into this.
I demand it. You just layer all those crop tops. You're wearing a crop top as a crop top.
Your clothes
as a belt.
Doll-sized.
Yeah, your clothes are doll-sized.
It's not even that. I have a problem that no matter what size my suitcase is, I will pack it to the brim. If I'm going somewhere for one day and I have a full-size suitcase, there's going to be my whole closet is going to be in there. I can't not overpack.
Wow.
But I'll figure this out. So
we were just talking about how we had grown and matured, and then you tried to bring a pillow on an airplane.
I really was embarrassed about it. So I'm glad that I brought it up. So thanks, guys.
How did you not even? I don't even know.
Your name was Mackenzie, and you were 6.
Yes, I know. It's embarrassing. Okay, I get it.
Embarrassing.
I'll figure it out.
I don't understand. Listen. If you're a nervous
we've made
flyer,
her feel bad enough.
No. I need women to not
flyer.
feel judged and shamed, even though that's our whole point in what we're doing right now. But I get it. I've been the lunatic with like an emotional support animal at times. So I guess it's to each their own. If you need to get on that plane with your emotional support blankie, sucks for you.
No, it's for her to sleep. But the real issue is
the dirt.
The real issue is that you think a pillow that is too full is uncomfortable. I have the opposite problem. When I go to a Hilton Garden Inn and I put my head on the thing and it's like hundreds of heads
that's all I want
on this and it's
Me
flat
too.
as who wants that pillow?
A stomach sleeper, me.
Yeah, stomach sleeper. I have to have like basically no pillow, just like 2 feathers.
Also, let me just say, here's another thing. It's very rude to bring a pillow and a blanket on an airplane.
I'm not bringing a blanket.
But it's a pillow. I don't want to sit next to someone who not only themselves is droplets are coming out of their mouth and they're human and humans are disgusting. I don't want to sit next to the pillow that you sleep on every night. And I don't need that pillow climbing over onto my knee and shedding all your dead skin and all your saliva.
All your dust mites.
And your dust mites. So you guys, it's a hygienic thing. It's no judgment if you need your things, but it's really disgusting for people on a plane.
Let us know how your trip is.
I agree. This is why I was in a conundrum because I'm like, I literally won't sleep if I don't have it. But I know I agree with all these issues and I judge the people that bring pillows on the flights too. So like, I'm glad that we had this conversation.
I can't believe you even entertained this.
We've trained you better than this.
I know. This is why I was embarrassed to bring it up.
Okay. Well,
I know we shamed you so much.
Sorry. I had to do
Who
that.
goes next?
Okay.
It's really bad timing considering the girl with like the horse blanket coming out of the stall at the bathroom 2 days ago really triggered me. So you just got me riled up again. Okay. So I'll go next. My bad week is I obviously have a new puppy and Barbara is very rambunctious and she fractured her fucking leg.
I saw her little cast.
And she was in a cast. It was a whole thing. Zach always tells me that I'm overreacting. And so Friday night at 10 p.m., I was like, I'm not overreacting. It's very swollen. She's limping. I'm taking her to the vet. I obviously was right because I'm always right with these things. And he acknowledged to me that I am always right. So it's very exciting to hear that from my husband. It's really a fucking bummer. And then I had to make an appointment to see an orthopedic surgeon to make sure she didn't need surgery for her freaking leg as a 14-week-old puppy. So it's been a little over a week since this whole thing went down. And I did a healing session on Babs. And I lit a candle.
Reiki?
Yes. I lit a candle the other day. I was stoned. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull out all the stops because I do not want to have a puppy go under anesthesia and have surgery, even though I know she's going to get spayed eventually, whatever. But let's eliminate it. And also, I don't want to spend $5,000 on
puppy surgery. So I smoked some weed, I lit a candle, and I had an energy healing. And I said, please, 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 I know puppies heal quickly, but please, when we go to get x-rays, can this be magically fixed? And I saw the x-ray. Her bone was fucking out of place.
Oof.
Like, there's no way the splint kept it in check. She's been running around like a maniac. Guess what? Today, x-rays, the doctor calls me. He says, you know what? Looks like it's healed. I don't see the original break of the wrist.
Wow. Maybe you should take up a profession in like being a Reiki healer.
Guys, I am an energy healing, fracture healing, animal whisperer, energy cleaner.
I love this. I love this
Becca
for your
Milan,
new chapter in life.
Caesar Tobin.
It's a new
Caesar
thing.
Milan.
So I'm really excited about it. That's my new skill.
Great. I love this for
Dog
you.
healer.
What are you going to be called? You need like some kind of like a punny name. We'll brainstorm on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a bad week, or is the bad week the break?
The bad week was the break. The good week was that I'm a magician,
Kelsey?
a wizard.
All right. So I have a bad week this week. Man, I don't even know where to start with this. I have always been very protective of talking about my family. And you guys know that on the podcast. Like, I don't really post on Instagram about my parents or my family. And I just think like their lives are just so different than mine, and they don't really understand the power of social media. And I just would never want to put any of them in a place where they were getting any kind of hate or any kind of like comments or stuff, because like they just wouldn't even know what to do with it. I mean, my dad barely has a cell phone, and my brother has had a lot of health struggles, and that's, you know, his story and his stuff to tell the world when or if he wants to. And so I always felt like I didn't want to be someone that was like, for all the amount of like fucking dramatic I am and love a good like drama story in my life, I just always wanted to respect the fact that, you know, he's a private person and I don't really want to like tell people his business. But you know, over the last, honestly, like year, I think, especially you, Becca, like you've been so open about some of your struggles. And I was like, oh man, like I want all of our listeners to know there's like more to me than just like poop jokes. And there's like a real heavy family story here. And anyway, long story short, my brother had a really bad flare up, a health flare up in February. And I was really working with him. I was far away and I had to, you know, get an IV sent to his house and blah, blah, blah. And I was really been working with him on trying to get healthy over the past 6 months. And he's been doing really, really well. He suffers from bipolar disorder, and he also has a disability. He had an accident about 20 years ago, which did some damage to his spinal cord. And so he takes, you know, 3 heavy sets of painkillers and muscle relaxants and stuff every single day. So he has a very intense healing and drug sort of thing that he has to take. Anyway, so we thought, Chris and I were like, oh, let's reward him by, like, Chris had a work thing in Vegas, and I was like, you could fly down from our hometown of Edmonton to Vegas, and I'll fly from LA and I'll meet you in Vegas for 4 days. He's never been. We'll like go and see a Cirque show, see the Drag Race show, and like stay in a nice hotel and just sit by the pool. Like, honestly, we weren't going to go wild and be like at the club in Vegas, you know? And I got really excited. And I think anyone that I've had so many of you reach out to me on social media and say that you have someone in your family that struggles with something like this, some kind of mental illness. And I think is that you just want, you want your person to be normal so badly that at times you can overlook their disability or what's going on with them. Like, obviously now I'm sitting here after a disaster of a weekend and I'm like, why the hell did I think taking someone that has bipolar was a good idea to Vegas? But you just want them to be normal so bad. You want to show them the world so badly. And so the flight into Las Vegas is very bumpy. Anyone who's taken that flight knows that the heat comes off the ground and it's really bumpy. And, you know, my brother is someone that hasn't flown a ton. And so I think he got nervous on the flight and got sick to his stomach. And then, you know, when you're on like such a steady stream of medication, when he started throwing up the medicine, then all of a sudden he's essentially like in a detox. Like he's coming off heroin. I mean, it's not heroin, but like it's the same thing where he's in so much pain. He's so sick to his stomach. Anyway, I'm not getting into the details, but it was so scary because when I landed in Las Vegas, I texted him. I was like, hey, I'm on my way. And I didn't hear from him. And I knew something was wrong. And when I called him on the phone, and he picked up the phone, and he was, really violently ill. And he was just like, sister, you need to come here. And like, I didn't know what room number he was in. I mean, I knew what the hotel was. I didn't know how he got where he was going. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So I just like ran through the airport, ran in a taxi, ran through Caesar's Palace. And this wonderful woman, this is what like the crazy part of the story. So this woman named Perla, who works at Caesar's Palace, who's a fucking angel. She basically was like, I ran in, I was like, hey, my brother's here. He's sick. You probably saw him. Like, he checked in. Can you tell me where he is? And because of security, they couldn't tell me what room he was in. And so I was like kind of freaking out. I was like having a meltdown. And anyway, eventually I got up there. It was really bad. We had to call 911. And I've never been so scared in my life. I absolutely thought that my brother was going to die in front of me. I was all alone. I had no one there with me. Chris didn't come. It wasn't there. And I didn't know what to do. Everything seemed like every minute seemed like it was 5 hours. Like when they were like, we'll be there in 10 minutes, it seemed like I was waiting for like days for the EMTs to come. And then when the EMTs came, they were like, well, the hospitals are full. So even if we take him, he'll have to wait. And I'm like, he's screaming out, asking to die. Like, I had to make the decision between, am I going to have the ambulance take him now to the hospital that's full and wait 6 hours to get treatment? Or am I going to wait another 30 minutes for the in-house medics to get there? And is he going to have a heart attack or a stroke before they get there? And then his death is on my hands, and I would never be okay and live with that guilt. So it was, I'm still shaken. I really am like not even good now. Anyway, it was a crazy couple days. It's been a couple days now, and I'm still really shaken. I'm just like kind of in nurse mode at the moment. I decided to bring him back to LA, and we're kind of nursing him back to health here at my house. And Perla, this woman, I went down the next morning when he was more stable to just like say thank you. I gave her a big tip, and I would want to get this woman's name because she was like such a lifesaver. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, my son is autistic. And when your brother came in, I knew that he wasn't just like a drunk or on drugs or like just a wild, crazy Vegas person. I could see how scared he was that something was happening. And I noticed that same look in my son's eyes. And I hope that, I would hope that everyone in the world would treat my son with love and care, even though, he can sometimes, push like appear to just be a crazy person. And we I let her sit in the lobby of Caesar's Palace and cried with Perla because I was like, it's so true, I'm just so thankful that the people, when I wasn't there, the whole plan was fucking bullshit and so bad. Like, it was such a bad idea now in hindsight, but like, I'm so glad that there's people like Perla in the world who were so caring. This nurse came, and I've been like writing letters to the CEO of Caesar's Palace. I've been writing, like, I'm so thankful, but this nurse came to the hotel room and it was really bad. And she was so smart, you guys. Like, she looked at, my brother has these like kind of like pill packs, and there's like 45 pills a day, and there's like morning, mid-morning, noon, night, and like they can't be mixed and they have to be perfectly taken and all this stuff. And she was so fucking smart. She looked at them and she was like, okay, here's the deal. These 3 things like are absolutely the most important. We have to find a way to get these into a system. This one is just for this. This one is this for this. And it's like crazy medical school pills. She's like, this can wait till tomorrow. This is not important, but like these 3 we have to figure out. So we're like trying to get him to swallow, like then he would throw, it was so intense. But like these people, like there are good people in the world And my life force of good fucking people is higher than ever. Like the amount of people that have shown me so much kindness, so much sweetness, so much compassion has been incredible. The amount of lady gangers that are nurses that have reached out to me online, like I didn't know what to do. I was in Vegas by myself. I know one friend in Las Vegas. So as soon as I got off the plane and I knew something was wrong, I like put up on my Instagram, like, hey, are there any nurses or doctors in Vegas? Like I need help. I got so many sweet messages from children's nurses and doctors and people willing to help. I had the head of like Caesars Entertainment security reach out to me. Like I felt like I was like at a bed and breakfast, even though I was in one of the biggest hotels in the world. So it has been very difficult. And anyone that has someone in their family that deals with mental illness, like I see you and I hear you, and we want them so well to be well and normal. But sometimes the best thing for them is routine and the same thing. And I got the nicest care package from the Lady Gang girls, and I'm going to kind of take it easy this week. And anyway, I just wanted to be real because so many times on Lady Gang, we're like, ha ha ha, this, the guy didn't show up for my plumbing. And I just want to like tell my piece because obviously I'm kind of low right now. So.
Well, we're very sorry to hear about your week, and we're happy you received your Klondikes and Diet Coke, and we love you.
But we have a great show, so let's get to that.
Hello, Lady Gang. This theme for the week for your secrets is aging and body. Let's see. Do you have some secret plastic surgery you've had done and you've told no one in your life? Do you have any disgusting habits? Do you queef on demand? Can you queef on demand? Not do you. Can you? Do you have that skill? Tell us all about it. Unexplainable body mysteries. Using your period as an excuse. Haven't we all? I want you to write in all your aging and body dirt to us at theladysecrets.com. Theladysecrets.com. It's completely anonymous. You don't have to enter any of your information in. And also you can call in our hotline. It's 1-844-SEXY-LADY. 1-844-SXY-LADY.
Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me post in my stories wearing this weird, like red light Iron Man looking mask kind of a thing. And if you're wondering what it is, I'm here to tell you. It is Omnilux. So for those you don't know, Omnilux is the market leader in LED light therapy, and their at-home red light therapy device collection treats everything from redness to pigmentation, inflammation to fine lines and wrinkles, and delivers visibly impressive anti-aging and skin rejuvenating results with literally no effort required. It's the world's first home-use FDA-cleared flexible LED anti-aging mask that is based on their original Omnilux gold standard medical LED phototherapy device that's used by dermatologists worldwide. And my favorite thing, it is super flat. I put it in my suitcase wherever I go. So Omnilux contour products require no downtime and no pain to gain natural-looking results. Use our code LADYGANG50 to enjoy $50 off your first purchase today at omnilux.com. That's OMNILUXED.com. I am so excited about today's sponsor, Olive & June, because it has really been a game changer for my nails. So I've tried to do my own manicure. It always ends up in a dumpster fire. It looks like a 5-year-old did my nails. And this all changed when I discovered Olive & June's Mani system, because it is amazing. So the Mani system comes with everything that you need in one box, and it is so simple. It's only 5 steps. And my favorite part of it is it comes with Poppy, which is this patented brush handle that makes it easy to paint with both of your hands, because before my left hand would look okay, and then my right hand would have nail polish up to my elbow. So Poppy has been such a game changer for me. And the Mani system with 6 polishes breaks down to $2 a manicure, and I used to spend upwards of $35 for one gel manicure. And my nails have literally never looked so good, and I freaking did it myself. So if you want to check out Olive & June, you can get 20% off your first Mani system with our code LADYGANG. Your new nail life is here. Get 20% off your first Mani system when you use promo code LADYGANG at oliveandjune.com. We're done with the expensive bad manis. This is the new us, okay?
So have you ever just run into CVS needing to pick up one thing, but once you're there, you see a bunch of other things you want, like makeup, candy, I don't know, just stuff the as seen on TV aisle. I go crazy there. And now you can indulge and get what? Rewarded. CVS now accepts super easy touch-free payments with PayPal and Venmo, and you get $10 cash back on your first in-store QR code payments of $20 or more. That's right. So if you've used PayPal in the past, you know it's amazing. You know it's safe. You know we love it. It's secure. It's convenient. And now you don't have to take out your wallet or do anything when you're at CVS. You use the awesome PayPal QR code at CVS and you don't have to touch a damn thing because we don't like touching germs. And like I said, you can get $10 cash back on your first purchase of $20 or more. Head to your local CVS, pay using your PayPal or Venmo app. That's $10 cash back on your first purchase of $20 or more with the PayPal or Venmo app. See terms and learn more about how to earn $10 cash back. Go to paypal.com/lady.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? I have actually suffered from pretty bad anxiety my whole adult life, so this is why I am so excited about BetterHelp. They will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist, and the best part is you can start communicating in under 48 hours. So BetterHelp is not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it is professional therapy done securely online. And there's a broad range of expertise available, which may not locally be available in many areas, and the service is available for clients worldwide. So you can really take the time and find a therapist that works for you, and it doesn't matter where they are in the world. And you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. So if you want to check out BetterHelp, so many people have been using it that they are recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states. So a special offer for Lady Gang listeners to get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/ladygang. That's betterhelp.com/ladygang.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
Our guest today is the GOAT of fashion, and she is the woman who invented celebrity stylists. From 2008 to 2013, she starred in her own successful TV show and then launched her uber successful Zoe Report until it was acquired, because getting acquired means you're an extra boss. She does clothing. If you've ever worn a loose summer dress with a big earring and a necklace, then you were influenced directly by her because she invented boho chic. She's an investor, and she recently rebranded her insanely successful Box of Style to Curateur, which is a luxe lifestyle membership with exclusive access shopping. We're going to talk more about that, but most importantly, she's a mama to two and a wifey of the iconic Roger. She also hosts a podcast, Works for Us, that we were just on. Please welcome to the show, Rachel, wearing a rich lady caftan Zoe. Thanks for wearing your rich lady caftan.
Listen, I'm pretty sure that since I don't know, June, I'm pretty sure I've probably worn a caftan. I think almost every day of some sort. From beginning of June. It's like a problem for me.
It really works on you.
It's just easy and comfortable. I feel like I'm in pajamas.
Here's my question for you. When you set out, for me, you were the first person that ever was famous for being a celebrity stylist. I'm sure there were people before you, but blazing a trail and being that person, how did you figure out what to do?
It's interesting. I just, was interviewed about sort of the sort of start of celebrity styling. And they were like, well, who are you looking to? And I was like, I actually didn't know what a stylist was. The only person I knew of that was I didn't know it was called styling, but I guess creating fashion imagery with a photographer and models was Grace Coddington, who is still the legend of legends of legends. But I didn't know ever that this job did exist or could exist. So to be honest, I was doing it really on my sort of gut and just following what I loved. And I started as a fashion assistant, and with that, I was working with models, but then I started working with celebrities. And at the time, it was Gwen Stefani when she was in No Doubt. It was a lot of it was Drew Barrymore. It was a lot of young actors and actresses. And I think when I went freelance and I started getting booked to dress them for different things, all of a sudden it just kind of went, and everyone's like, well, you're a celebrity stylist. I'm like, well, it was sort of I got this label. It was sort of never, I want to be a celebrity stylist,
Right.
if that makes any sense.
Right.
It
And
just
now the new
happened.
crop is like, I want to be a celebrity stylist. So I'm going to start here and do this things on, who says?
I will. The one interesting part, the one thing I would add to that that's interesting is I was actually very defensive about that title, because when people would introduce me or whatever, they would say, "Oh, Rachel Zoe, the celebrity stylist." And I was like, I'm not sure that that's like my title, because styling to me was so all encompassing. I style everybody. I style anybody and everybody. And celebrity just seemed so unattainable. She'll only talk to you. She'll only touch you if you're a celebrity, So I was always very weirdly defensive about that label. And I don't know why. Like, as I talk about it, I'm like, I don't know why, but I think it was because I did so many other things that felt very niche, very excluding to me.
Of all the looks, all the red carpets, all the moments, all the editorials, who sent you the nicest thank you?
Oh, God. Does it have to be a client, or can it be like a designer?
Anything.
I'm going to say Karl Lagerfeld sent me the nicest. It's framed and I will never forget it. I almost died. Like I don't blink at most things. And I literally, my team was in the office when I got it. And I was like, I couldn't. It was after I styled Cameron Diaz for, I think it was Golden Globes, in the hot pink couture. And we removed the sleeve and it was like a whole thing. He sent me a handwritten note thanking me. And Karl was this person that was like the holy, so for me, that was he sent flowers, he sent a thank you. It was like so beautiful. And it was just amazing. Like his words and the fact that it had my name on it. Like it was a very surreal moment to me.
Who is your nicest client of all time?
I would say they were all pretty extraordinary. And I'm actually friends with a good amount of them still. Mm-hmm. But I would say one that like we really just get each other. I mean, like Kate Hudson's kind of like a soul sister. We just kind of really get each other. And still a very close friend. Jen Garner is a pretty extraordinary person. Yeah. And we're still very close. And but I would say like nice. I mean, a lot of them were really nice. A lot of them are really just normal people that happen to be really badass talents that happen to be celebrities,
I love that.
I love it.
I feel like Eva Mendes sent me absolutely stunning, beautiful, gorgeous flowers one time that blew me away.
Oh,
I don't remember anything. My whole life's a blur, you guys.
Same.
Yeah. I don't even remember yesterday.
Literally, I don't remember anything.
When I watched you on Home Edit and I saw you're not in that closet anymore, right?
I have a better one now.
I knew it.
Well, I knew you were upgrading that closet because there's no room. You were having to move. You were like, oh, I guess I have to give you were like, I'm not giving anything away. And they were like, we can't find the product for this.
I was upset when they were making you get rid of things.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this is a museum.
I'll tell you what it is. Listen, those girls like talk me off the ledge. I'll be like, okay, let's just get rid of it. And they'll be like, do you just want to look at it because she's pretty? And I'm like, yes, give her back. And they would literally we would talk through it, but I always had my archives in an offsite, right? And which was not pictured on the show, where my sort of, should we say, backlog of the last 20 something years of my collecting, because that can't all fit in my closet. And now I have it in a very kind of special, organized place where I can access it. And it's, I'll have to take you guys in there.
Okay. So the house is on fire and the children are not there and Roger's fine.
So nothing that really matters, just material.
Materialistic.
Nothing with a heartbeat.
Nothing with a heartbeat is there. And the only place that you can go that's not already burnt to a crisp is the closet. What 3 things are you grabbing? Everything else is gone forever.
Okay. Is jewelry included in that fire?
Sure.
Okay. So definitely my this, right?
Which is
her engagement ring.
Yes.
Big old diamond.
This came from when Sky was born.
Oh.
And this came at our 20th anniversary. So I would say those, and I would say clothing, bags. I would say probably my very first Hermes bag, my Birkin that Roger gave me. And like, there was a like trail of like rose petals that led to it.
What?
True story. True story.
He really knows you.
He really does. He just gets me. You know? He really gets me.
That's amazing. A trail of rose petals to like him down on me. You're like, no, a trail to the Birkin. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a great question. And then I want to get into the brand. A lot of people out in the world, they see like, oh, these stylists and I'm styled by, and no one really understands like how expensive that is and how like, can you explain what it means when like you see, you know, Jen Garner on a red carpet and she's like styled by Rachel Zoe. What is that?
Well, listen, I think the reason that I actually started the Rachel Zoe project, a big part of that was actually to kind of demystify what goes on with designers and stylists and hair and makeup and all the people that go, all the work and the sort of team that goes into creating a look, whether it's on a runway or on a celebrity or in a magazine. And the reality of it is such a process, and styling is something that it's a job. I mean, it's really a job. And did I look at it as a job? I did, but I really looked at it more as something I was obsessed with and loved so much that like I would forget to put in my expense reports for like 6 months because I was like, it's fine. I'll just move on. But then you don't get paid. So that's bad. So the truth is,
like if I wanted Rachel Zoe to style me for the Oscars.
Well, maybe not Rachel, because you don't have to say your prices. Say the
average.
What
is
celebrity?
You can't afford Rachel.
Well, to be honest, I mean, times are very different now. And I don't know how people are pricing out in the industry right now. But what I can tell you is there's third-party payers. So basically a record, music label, right? Like if you're a musician or whatever, Grammy styling, you're paid very often by the studio, the music studio. And with film, when you see actors do, you know, all the talk shows and all the morning shows, and then the premieres all over the world, and then they're doing junkets, that is very expensive. The studios are paying stylists, hair and makeup a lot of money to do that because it's a lot of work. There's a lot of expenses. What people don't think about is like shipping the clothes across the country, all the shipping, all the messengers, all the fittings, all the time. And, you know, styling, it's funny because hair and makeup, I always said I picked the wrong side of the business. Hair and makeup can kind of roll in, open their thing, do their craft and which by the way is magnificent, but then they get to close it, roll away and leave. Stylists, it's like weeks of prep, 85 trunks and garment bags, duffels and rolling racks and, you know, fittings, and which personally I find the best part. But, you know, point being, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of money and it's not cheap. You know, it's not cheap. If you're hiring one of the main stylists, it's expensive, not as much as it used to be, but you get paid differently for different things. Right. Like ad campaigns, you get more. It just depends. It balances though.
Okay. So talk about the new sort of new brand, because it is made for a lady like Kelty Knight who has curator. There is no personal style. It's
Why
like
do you say that? You totally do.
No, but listen,
she's in an express crop top right now.
Thank you. With an extra curly hair. No, when I had my box of style, I got the big chain necklace and I just wore that because Rachel said, wear the chain necklace. So, but now you've expanded and now it's a membership. So explain that.
Yeah. So basically what happened is there was so much love and loyalty for Box of Style. And to that point, exactly what you just said was exactly what we were hearing all over the place. Like, I'm feeling like Rachel's styling me. I'm feeling like I don't have to think about what jewelry to buy this season. I'm thinking I know what skincare I need now. I know whatever it is. And that was actually why I started it in the first place, was so that I could touch and style and curate for as many women as possible. And with that, we said, okay, how can we actually expand this and do more, right? And so in coming up with the name, curator is French for the curator or to curate, right? So, and that's literally what I've been hired to do my entire career, whether it was for brands, it didn't matter. So we decided that in making it curator, it would remain, you still get your curation, your quarterly, just like Box of Style. It's just, so basically when you become a member of Curator, you go in, you get your curation, right? But you can also add on to it. So if you like the sunglasses and the scarf, guess what? You can get both. You can add it on afterwards. It's like adding lobster on the menu. It's like you can just keep adding. It's more a la carte. But the best part is in the membership shop, which is such a success for us, is we have incredible things to shop from, ready to wear, eyewear, beauty products, jewelry, everything at very exclusive prices only for members. And then there's the collective, which is more like experiential, where you get like to whether it's like H Bloom Flowers or Flower Box or all these exclusive, like incredible brands that we're partnering with, you get exclusive experiences with them. So it's a little bit like a sort of a Centurion for women, it's sort of, that's ultimately what we're doing. Sorry, Amex Centurion, not that we're like copying Amex Centurion, but it's really about creating this incredible curated life for women. Cool. As best that we can.
It's really hard to get your life together. Like, I just want someone to come put my life together for me, and you do that. And so, yeah.
Are you hiring me, Kelty?
I mean, I can't Rachel, so you're in the Hamptons right now in a rich lady caftan. I'm in a closet. Do I look like I can afford you? Okay. So since Rachel's here, when we come back, I am going to have her virtually style all the ladies of the Lady Gang in what she thinks we should wear to so many of the events that you guys are talking about in the Facebook group that you're going to. So she's going to tell you what to wear to it, so you don't have to say, can I wear this dress to my friend's wedding this summer? Okay, when we come back.
So I just made the most epic jacktails a few days ago, and I was outside by the pool, so I didn't want to use glass for my glasses. So I ended up using my Chinette crystal glasses, and they were a crowd pleaser. They're so elegant, but nobody's afraid of them because they don't shatter, and they have this amazing, unique swirl design that is just so chic. So Chinette is a people-focused brand disguised as a premium disposable tableware brand, and they've been a part of American culture for over 90 years. They provide durable plates, cups, cutlery, napkins, and table covers, and they're really the go-to brand for cookouts, holidays, birthdays, game nights, baby showers, and so much more. One of my favorite things about Chinette is they're made with at least 80% recycled materials, and they're really perfect for all of life's get-togethers. The best part for me is because I hate cleaning up, and there's pretty much no cleanup with Chinette. So if you want to go grab your own Chinette goodies, visit mychinette.com to find out more. Again, that's mychinette.com.
Okay, ladies, can't remember the last time you wanted sex? Oh, you've got kids in the car? Oh, we'll call it ice cream. Listen, I scream, you scream, but maybe not for ice cream. Oops. If your desire for ice cream feels, well, like a rocky road, you're not alone. Millions of women have felt their libido melting away because of a medical condition known as hypoactive sexual desire disorder, or HSDD. But unlike brain freeze, HSDD can be treated. Maybe it's time to change the flavor of the day from not in the mood to libido renewed. So whether you're into plain vanilla or the queen of whipped cream, down to cone, or deciding between the big or little spoon, it's time to scream for ice cream again. Visit screamforicecreamagain.com to learn more. That's screamforicecreamagain.com.
All right. So if you're sitting out there and you've listened to every single Lady Gang episode under the sun and you're looking for a new podcast, may I recommend The Jordan Harbinger Show. So Jordan Harbinger is a master storyteller. He's a lawyer, world traveler, and veteran podcaster who has interviewed some of the most fascinating people on the planet, even the Lady Gang. I know we're not the most fascinating, but now I feel like I am. So Jordan wants to keep you informed and motivated and to challenge the way that you understand the world. And his podcast, I need to tell you, it has something for literally everyone, from explorers to filmmakers, astronauts, political experts, hostage investigators, which is my favorite. He even had Matthew McConaughey on, and Billy McFarland, the Fire Festival founder. That episode is my absolute favorite. He has you covered. So if you want to check out the Jordan Harbinger show, go to jordanharbinger.com/subscribe for all of the latest updates. And for Lady Gang listeners, you need to check out T-Pain, jordanharbinger.com/subscribe.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed lately, but my hair has been looking extra, extra beach wavy, perfectly waved and gorgeous and bouncy. Do you know why? I've been using one of our sponsors. Conair makes a double ceramic triple barrel waver. I am telling you, it is specifically designed with a triple barrel that makes deep, gorgeous waves, easy to use, and you get those effortless deep waves we've all been crushing on. The triple barrel ensures continuous uniform waves, while double ceramic technology delivers even heat for fast styling and long-lasting results. The triple barrel is so amazing. It's a game changer. Instant heat for quicker styling with less waiting. 30 heat settings for every hair type. We love that. Turbo heat for those with difficult to style spots. Auto off ensures safety. That's my favorite. And single voltage. So go over and order yours at conair.com and search waver. Again, it's the double ceramic triple barrel waver, and we love that. Conair.com, search waver.
You're listening to The Lady Gang.
Okay, we're back. First of all, Rachel Zoe, can I wear baby doll dresses? I'm about to be 40.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The
That was
answer-
a real thing.
Because I had to visualize it. The answer is yes, but it's all about how you style it and how baby doll it is. Does that make sense?
What
Yes.
kind of, okay, because I just purchased a baby doll dress that I'm going to wear to my boyfriend. He's a musician, his concert.
Okay.
And it's going to be in Austin. So with a cowboy boot and a baby
Cute.
doll.
That's so cute. No, I love that. That's very like Sienna Miller vibe. Like I love that. And I think that's like, and that's what I'm saying. It's very much how you style it. It's like, you know, the thing about baby doll dresses is they have a sweetness to them, but I believe they can be sexy in a very kind of like not overt way. And I think it's just like, is it a baby doll and it's short? Does it have a cute sleeve? Does it have an open neck? You know what I mean? So, and how are we accessorizing, and what are the shoes, and what's the cute bag? But it's very like Coachella.
Yes. I love this.
It's a Birkenstock and a grocery tote.
And don't put an age on yourself with clothes. Do not. I actually met a woman who was 65 and her boyfriend is 45. And she's like, I still wear mini skirts because my legs are good. And I said, Godspeed. Like,
love this.
Wear those mini skirts. Like, yes, all day long.
Okay. So number one question from Lady Gang. What am I wearing to my job interview? We are the millennials of the world. The job interview could be on Zoom, but we're not wearing a 3-piece suit anymore to job interviews. What are we wearing?
Here's my thing about job interviews. Okay. Look, the whole millennial, Gen Z, Gen anything, you have to still look respectable. Because the thing is, no matter what job you're interviewing for, and listen, I'm in fashion. Our company is media, it's fashion, it's this, it's that. I still want people to care when they come in for an interview because it ultimately comes down to respect. If you don't, it's like what I say to my kids, like Skylar will be like, why do I have to wear nice clothes? Like it'll be just a Saturday like event or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? It's respectful to the person having the event that you cared enough to not wear your like muddy sneakers, your, you know, athletic shorts and whatever. It's just a respect thing. And I think when you're interviewing, I don't know a person that would look down at somebody who looked polished and looked together, because in my opinion, it would seem like they weren't arrogant and they weren't like, I got this. I don't have to try too hard. I don't have to like put it in. So I'm not saying get super dressed up and wear a 3-piece suit, but I do think a nice shirt, a pair of trousers, even like a pencil skirt and a cute, like you could wear like a nice t-shirt with a blazer and a pencil skirt. That's so chic, you know, but I don't think you should wear denim to an interview. I love denim. I just don't think it's appropriate for a first meet, my opinion.
Wow. I love it. Okay. First date.
Okay. Here's the thing, ladies. I just think sexiness is better left to the imagination sometimes, but that's me. I believe like, let's go a higher neck in the front and lower in the back. Let's have the party in the back on a first date. You know what I mean? I just don't think you offer up everything on a first date. You just don't. So I think listen, let him fall in love with this and not everything else, you know? So I do think it's important to not try too hard, you know? And like, I think jeans on a first date is chic. Again, it depends on where you're going and what you're doing. But I do think jeans are great. I think that casual but polished is cool. And I think sexy but not overt. Does that help at all?
It does.
Yes.
Thank God Jack's not going on any first dates.
Yeah, I was the queen of like super
Everything
low
out.
V,
Showing it all.
really like those bell bottoms that were like super stretchy and made my butt bounce around.
Sure. But how did it go for you though? I feel like you were a serious boyfriend.
She ended up with the guy that liked her in sweats and no
he
makeup.
He liked me when I had a fourth of my eyebrows.
There is my point. Exactly.
There you go.
No, it definitely didn't do me any favors.
No. And I'm telling you, I have friends that do that on the first date and you know where that goes.
Yeah.
Men are idiots, period. So they can't have it all out there.
Yeah, because then they think that this is a one-shot date.
A lot of times it was.
Exactly my point.
But
exactly my point.
Because
but by the way, that's the thing. If that was the intention, that's my point. If this is a date that we're going into with, this is a short-term situation.
Oh yeah.
Then feel free to do you know?
just trying to get drunk and make out, you know?
Exactly.
And I did. The pants did it for me.
Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
What do you suggest? And I think this is a perfect question for you because I know these celebs, they have to be seen as so perfect. And then you're also dressing these everyday women. The question was, what do you wear when you don't feel comfy in your body at that moment?
Oh, okay. So you need to have your go-tos, right? You have to have in your mind, and this is for work or for your social life, for anything. You have to have the things that you wear when you're feeling your like best and you're really like, you're just feeling yourself, right? And that's your thing. You're like, I can wear this skin tight bodycon dress tonight because I don't know, I had a stomach virus. I don't know, but whatever. And then you also have to, when you're just feeling like icky, you have to have that go-to where you still look great. You're comfortable. You're not fidgeting. You don't have to be self-aware. And that could be, by the way, a baby doll dress and a cute pair of boots or heels. That could be like, you know, a pair of like high-waisted slouchy trousers that, you know, or jeans and your favorite black tee. But I do say go darker colors for sure. But I do think it's important that mentally, you know, I'm feeling crap today. I want to go to this because I know this works. I know I don't have to be self-aware. I don't have to worry about how I stand or sit, you know, because you can tell. That's the whole thing about my approach to my entire like career is really just like, you have to dress women for how they feel in that moment because you can tell. I know me, like I could put something on somebody and she could look insane, but she's just having a shit day and like she feels crap and her head's down. And I'll literally just take it off her. And I'll be like, let's just do over. What do you feel best in? You know? And you just have to do that because it really affects how we put ourselves out there.
So true.
It's so true. Okay. It's Saturday errands. And I just did a little scooping this weekend and I went to the coffee shop and I sat and like watched what everyone was wearing on a Saturday. Okay. Nobody's wearing clothes. Everyone's wearing leggings and Birkenstocks or leggings and shoes that you can't work out in. Okay. But if we are not going to put our athleisure wear on and we're going to run around and do Saturday, what are we wearing?
Listen, for me, it depends what time of year, because during the year, my weekend uniform is always like a wide leg denim, a great pair of heels, like a stacked heel, not like a skinny heel, and like some kind of faux fur yummy thing that feels like a blanket and some kind of big piece of jewelry. And that's me on a weekend. However, in the summer, it's a caftan for sure, because to me, it's like just comfortable and easy. So I think that like for most people, I would say your weekend is like your denim. I mean, that's your like real denim, your shoes that you can run around in and walk in, but still are cute. I think the workout wear, it's like, I don't know, guys. It's just, I feel like you work out in it and get a smoothie in it and then we change. And then we change, right? And then we change.
No,
we change.
I only wear athleisure wear all the time and never work out in it.
And I love my athleisure wear, but I'm ready to be dressed again, which is why I asked.
But like it's comfortable
ready.
for you. You can wear, here's the thing, you guys. What about leggings with like a cute riding boot and a comfy sweater? That feels snuggly, but looks chic.
Yeah.
You know? Because there is this like middle ground of still looking good. It's like your travel outfit. The most important thing when you travel is that you're comfortable, right? Because you're like in contorted positions and like just miserable and whatever. But like you still have to look cute because you never know what's going to happen on the plane or when you land, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to find your yummy long cardigan that you can like bury yourself in, an oversized scarf, a good legging. It could be like soft leather or vegan leather that's really soft and feels like super soft and comfy, or whatever that is. But that has to be your go-to. It has to be just get in the mindset of chic.
And I know we're not
athleisure.
supposed to say anything about our ages, but I did come to the realization. I was actually traveling a couple of days ago. I'm 35. I know that is not old at all, but I'm no longer like a young girl.
Until you ask, but
I was watching. I mean, thank you for that. But I do find that I used to feel okay, like throwing my hair in a messy bun, not wearing makeup and like wearing sweats. And people were just like, oh, there's that like cute young girl. But at 35, I'm like bordering on that slobby looking woman. Like I felt like a total slob. And I actually made the choice the last time I flew to do that exact same thing where I was like, be an adult.
Right.
Like you don't have to be hot, but just be an adult.
100%.
And it felt better.
It does, right? You just feel better.
Yes.
You do. And when you land, you feel like a human. You're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go down to like the restaurant now and like grab food. Yeah. And you feel a little bit more human, you know? And
Rachel, would you judge someone for bringing a pillow on the airplane? Jack's about to take a trip and she's discussing bringing her BYOP.
I got shamed into not doing it. It's fine. We've made a decision, but I can't sleep on normal pillows at the hotels. I need to bring my own and I'm having a conundrum.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about a hotel pillow? You're talking about like the big pillow, not like pillow on plane.
Yeah, no,
like a sleeping pillow.
I need to bring
an adult.
I need to BYOP because the hotel pillows are too lush for me. I like a very squished, barely there pillow. And I don't know what to do with my life.
No, but listen, okay. Can I tell you why I'm dead? Because I come from a mother who rolls with her silk pillow. And now, you know, what is it called, you guys? Slip pillow?
Yeah, slip the pillowcases.
So I'm obsessed with them. And like, I will bring the pillowcase. I always get a different pillow when I get to a hotel because I want a firm one. The opposite of you, I need firm. I can't the skinny. I wake up looking like half my face is dismantled. But I do get it on a road trip. I feel like on a flying trip.
Yeah.
No, I know.
But it'll be in your suitcase, so it's okay.
Well, no, she wanted to carry it.
I know.
Can't carry the pillow on the plane. No. Also, once it's on the plane, you need to burn it anyway.
No, I know. They already yelled at me for like 20 minutes earlier.
It's a sanitary thing now. So your plane your pillow cannot go on a plane now. We're still in a pandemic.
I'm going to try to squish it in my backpack.
If you can't trust us, you can trust Rachel.
I know. I didn't need to be publicly shamed.
No, you're not publicly shamed. It's if you can. If you can put it in the top of your suitcase and travel with it, and then bring it out in the hotel, you can bring 2 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to squish it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Squishy. Rachel. Okay. Last thing. Engagement photos / weddings. We have a lot of girls doing engagement photos and we have a lot of girls going as guests to the wedding. And we have a big, obviously like the off-white and the nudes, like they're so chic. It's like this thing that everyone's wearing, but then it's so close to the bride. How do you know your bride isn't going to wear a champagne color? So what's like the perfect wedding guest look?
No white, no ivory. And I would say the closest you can come to that is like pale pink, unless she's like your best friend and you ask her, you know what I mean? Like you have to get clearance on that. But I would say don't touch it. It's like such the no. It's just that, like, let her have that moment. And I am someone that lives in every shade of white possible when I'm not in black. But I think, like, you just can't. You just can't. It's her moment. It's her night. You can't.
And how so the conundrum is a lot of these single ladies they're going to a wedding and they're hoping to meet their husband.
100%.
But it's also, you don't want to look like a hoe bag, but also you want to attract the mates.
Keep it classy, sexy. Classy, sexy. Because let me tell you something, there are guys that really like to find a wife at the wedding. They really do. I hear that story more than anything else, that they met at a wedding. I also hear of people meeting at funerals, which is dark, but it happens.
Wow.
I'm into that.
But I would say, of course you are, but I would say that the thing is, you just want to go opposite of bride. So I think, like, if you're comfortable, body con, if you want to be sexy, again, like off the shoulder, low back, a little cleavage. Okay. But not so much. It's a wedding, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to draw more attention to you.
Yeah.
Don't upstage the bride. Bad. She'll hate you for life.
She will hate you. Okay. There was recently a lot of fashion headlines made because the new Sex and the City is filming in New York, and Carrie was wearing a Forever 21 dress. So my question for each of you is, what is the, like, most lowbrow piece that you have in your closet and that you've just had forever that you can't let go of? Rachel's like, I don't have one of those.
I have, like, so many.
She's like, it's Chanel. It wasn't couture. It's ready to wear. And I am ashamed.
Have you ever walked into a Zara and just bought a blazer?
Yes. When I was in my 20s, I basically was always vintage, right? Every dollar I had went to vintage, not designer vintage, because I was starving for fashion like everybody else in fashion. And I was thrift stores and vintage. And then I would do, like, if I needed, like, human people clothes, I would go to Zara 100%. Yeah.
But you have none of that left.
No,
not a thing.
However,
Becca, do you have anything?
However, I mean, I have to tell you though, I love Zara. Like, I think Zara is genius. Like, I have to tell you, like, 90% of the time I'm obsessed with something that, like, my team is wearing or my friends are wearing. They're like, it's Zara. I'm like, I'm buying it. Like, it's so good. Yeah. The quality is good. The prices are insane. But I would say I have a lot of vintage pieces that were, like, not expensive, but I'm obsessed with, you know, like great cardigans or coats, trench coats, you know, that I've had for like 20 years. You know, does that count? Yeah. That counts, right?
That counts.
Fair.
Okay, you have one?
I mean, I have like 800 pieces from Zara in my closet, but I also have some Target shoes.
Listen. I love a Target shoe. I'm never mad at a Target shoe.
They have a great, like, when it's summer and you're going to be running around the beach or going on a boat or doing some things, they have good slides that are like $20 and you don't care if they fall overboard. So that's probably mine.
Mine is shoe too. And I have the funniest story. So I was recently in France right before we went on when we went on your podcast, Rachel, about to go to France for Amphar. And I was there. I'm at the Hotel du Cap and I have a Steve Madden, knockoff of the Bottega shoe, the sandal. And I was at breakfast and up comes Chris. One of his clients is styled by this stylist named Paris. And he's with Sharon Stone. And they walk up and we're like kissing. And I'm like, I'm friends with Sharon Stone in a minute. And she was like, I'm getting knighted today. And Chris is like, oh my God, that's amazing. Congratulations. And she's like, I'm wearing like just a sundress, whatever, but I did have I tried to have an outfit at all moments, but I had like a look on, but it was very casual. Might've been a crop top. I got to be honest. Fair. It was like 11 a.m.
Listen,
and
you can wear it.
Like, just go grab a blazer. She's like, you guys should come to the knighting. Go grab a blazer. And she's like, you'll be so chic, a blazer and those Bottega sandals. And I was like,
oh my God, amazing.
Listen, you guys, here's the thing.
Sharon Stone. They were Steve Madden, $89.
Listen, I think you just wear it's like, I have to tell you, like, I'm such an advocate for Zara, for H&M, I think it makes fashion accessible to so many people that are like, I can't wear that. I can't wear that. And they do it so well. I'm so for it. I can't even explain it. And I have so many clients that they'll be wearing a Bottega dress and like $20 shoes. It doesn't matter. It's just like what works, what looks good. It doesn't matter what it costs. I'm so down. For me, I collect things, so it's different. It's sort of like,
you're collecting art.
Yeah, that's how my dad rationalizes my problem.
Okay, last question. I want each of us, Jack included, because you didn't answer the lowbrow question, but that's okay. I want to know the sexiest thing that your man wears, like the outfit you love him in.
Oh.
Like what you put Roger in and you're like, Roger.
Do you know what my favorite thing is? It's weird. We call it the Tom Ford.
Shocker.
It's literally like, Roger's like, what am I wearing tonight? I'm like, the Tom Ford. Like, and what it is it's literally just like a really crisp pair of like dark denim with like a great shoe of sorts and a very tailored black blazer that's just very minimal, very cool, single button with a really crisp, like white shirt. And Roger wears a lot of man jewels because, we've been together for 30 years and you run out of things to get. And so he has like dog tags and all these things. And he looks cool. And then he'll put on like his Tom Ford aviators. Cause typically if we go somewhere before 8, we're both in sunnies because we can't deal with light. But yeah. And I think that's how he looks best. His hair kind of like long and shaggy-ish, a little suntan. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Jack, how do you like Jerry?
Mine probably is his stage clothes when he plays a show because
You're like Penny Lane, Jack.
I know.
She is.
You're really Penny Lane. I love it.
I can't help it. But they all dress in matching suits, which I love, a cohesive look. So like the juxtaposition of them in these and he looks so good in a suit because he's really beefy and has like big, like muscular legs and stuff. So him in like a nice fitted suit while playing rock and roll music is like my ultimate weakness.
I love that.
Becca?
Mine is, I love when Zach shows his ankles.
So a high water pant?
I'm dead.
So Zach
wore like a capri at your wedding.
Zach wore a tapered ankle, it hit at his ankle bone, and he wore a velvet loafer, with no
That's,
sock.
by the way, a very Tom Ford thing too, by the way. It is.
Yes, it is. And because he's got long legs and he's tall. I think it's because it's everything I'm not. I've never put on a pant that's short. So when he wears he wears a lot of Buck Mason too, which I think they do a really good job. Yeah, just their t-shirts are great. He has a kind of a cardigan, a 3-button cardigan with cowl neck from Buck Mason. So that with a I don't even know what the pant is, but it's a cuffed.
See, I like that because I hate socks.
Pant. I don't know.
So I always I like when Roger, if we go to the beach and he has a shawl collared, kind of Ralph sort of sweater with rolled up beach pants, I think is really cute.
Yeah, I like that.
Summer look, summer vibe.
Rolled up beach pant. I love Chris Knight in a legging. I don't know if it's my ballet upbringing. I'm megging. When Chris Knight has to go to hockey class, he plays hockey in the winter, and he comes home and he just has his sweaty sport top and then the legging. I don't know if it's my Baryshnikov in me, but Chris is so tall.
Baryshnikov.
And his legs are so long. And I'm like, I wish he would wear a man legging more. I almost want him to be one of those guys in my neighborhood in the valley that goes on bike rides so he can just wear a legging.
I need to understand the legging. Is this like what my son wears to basketball? Like the nylon, like a Nike, man
underneath the shorts,
legging underneath the shorts. Okay.
Yeah, but I like when Chris takes off the shorts.
Understood.
So
wow. I think that's your dancing thing. I think you saw so many men in tights that's your thing.
I'm very attracted to him.
Can I ask a question you don't have to answer? But what does his penis look like in this tight?
Well, Chris,
I'm thinking that's what she likes.
No, it's not. I'm so
attracted
to a quadricept.
What's a quadricept?
I think it's the front of your man leg.
A quad.
A quad.
The quad muscle.
A thigh muscle.
A thigh muscle. A big meaty thigh. Like Chris has been wearing a board short for his whole adult life. And I've recently got him into a short. And it's summertime. And when his little quad is peeking out, I'm like such a manly man. He'll just squat me into the next universe. Like I
love this. I feel like in the south of France, they can wear like shorts.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like here it's a little more challenging.
It is. And then I also love a man I love a man named Chris, my husband, in a stripe. Like anytime he dresses like he's a sailor, I love it.
The nautical thing, I'm into that. I dress my boys nautical all the time.
No, your
love
kids
nautical.
are my ideal look on adult men.
They're so cute. I know we go out a lot and all my like guy friends will be like, do their clothes come in our size too? Because
your kids are like my dream.
Oh, they're my dream. I love them so much.
So listen, you have to go back to work. Thank you for spending so much time with us.
My pleasure.
You guys, you can listen to Rachel's podcast. We were on it. We'll post it again, but it's so great. Every single Tuesday, wherever you get your podcast, it's called Works for Us. And it's Rachel and Roger together talking about tights and, and all that stuff. And of course, you can follow Rachel at Rachel Zoe for all of her life and inspiration and Hamptons and Rich Lady Caftans. And we love her so much. And if you want to sign up for Curator, you can sign up and basically be styled every single quarter and day of your life by the things that are Rachel Zoe approved, which I love. And it's very cool because we actually have a sponsor right now, Omnilux, which is like they make these red light masks. Anyway, we just got the information about them and they're like, we're so excited because of this. Bella Hadid told the Zoe Report that she loves this mask. And I was like, there's Rachel Zoe just being the iconic checkmark of society.
Literally.
And whatever Bella Hadid does, I want double. I want all of that.
Amen.
We love you. Let's party in the Hamptons
Love you.
soon.
Can't wait to see you guys. Jack, have a great trip. With or without your pillow.
Without, please.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.